remedial classes?
I graduated in 2000. I graduated with like a 1.7 GPA. But for some reason, I guess, I got talk about life chances. I was given the opportunity to attend the summer bridge program as a special admin. Here are these people in this program that really want to help me, that really want to give me that opportunity to do something. So, I flipped. I wasn't gonna, I was gonna focus. I was gonna really do every assignment they wanted me to do. I was gonna read every page. I was gonna do every math problem. I was gonna help anyone that was next to me that needed the help. And I remember that year, I think it was 200 students that participated in Summer Bridge. And I worked so hard to that point that I ended up getting the Academic Achievement Award and the Rudy Rendon Spirit Award for my participation and my willingness to help others. And those two awards really meant a lot to me. And to this day, I still tell a lot of people that I put those in the wall more than I would put my MA or my BA, because those are really the things that really gave me the opportunity to be where I am. And now I'm at the University of California, Santa Barbara, doing an MA/PhD program in sociology. These programs are important. They should be here, and they should be fully funded. They talk about diversity. They talk about they want to make sure that education's for everyone. Then prove it. Give us the funding. Prove it.
I've been a counselor here working with first-generation low-income students for the past 10 years. And I've been dealing with this whole issue of what has been called remediation for the past 10 years. And my first impression of it is I felt that it was a very penalizing thing, because students who obviously meet the requirements and I'm talking about regular admit students, they have met all the admissions criteria, yet close to 80% of them have tested remedial, below college level. So it's a big contradiction that how could you be admitted to the university based on all of the requirements, yet once you get here you're told, oh, you're not college level. So that to me points to a major problem in preparation for students. So we're turning around and penalizing students because they're not at the college level, yet they've done everything that's been asked of them from K through 12. That's how they got in. My feelings about early start remediation, the way that it's proposed at this point, meaning where students come in to the university during the summer, they're asked to pay higher fees, and which are not necessarily covered by financial aid, so it comes out of their pocket. I think that is just another continuation of the same type of punitive policies. So students went through K through 12. The fact that 80% of them at Cal State LA, very close to 80% if not more, tested remedial shows that the system is broken in K through 12, but yet we turn around and we blame the students. Okay, there's no question that the students need to be up to par, that they need to be up to what's deemed college level. That's not a problem, but the problem is the way that it's being implemented. Bring them in, like we do Summer Bridge, expand Summer Bridge, expand that program. We know that it works.
I always struggled with mathematics. When I graduated, I actually had a fight to get, I think it was a D or a C minus, because, and this is that I stayed every day after school for 2 hours with my math teacher, really trying to get that subject matter. I think she finally gave me a D out of pity, just to get me to graduate, because I did put so much effort into trying to pass that class. And it was actually through my father's efforts, encouraging me and saying, no, you've got to continue with your school. And he actually put me in contact with EOP, and he spoke to the people in EOP and told them about my situation, and they recommended that I go to Summer Bridge and see if I couldn't make it into college through there. And when I got to Cal State LA, for the first time I actually felt motivated in my school environment. I was actually interested in the subject matter. I remember I took Sociology 180, and I was really just fascinated by what I was learning, and that motivated me to continue on with my college. Had I not been given that opportunity to go through EOP, had my father not motivated me, had I not come to school here, I don't know what I would have been doing, because I was really that adamant about not returning to school. I was so discouraged at that point. Now I'm finishing up my master's degree in English literature, and I'm a TA for the English department, teaching English 96 students now who are actually coming into me from Summer Bridge, which is where I started, which is pretty cool. I really enjoy teaching them. I like telling them that I came from Summer Bridge. I feel like it encourages them to continue on with their education as well. You actually grow when you're in Summer Bridge, and you really understand, okay, this is what college is about. I kind of see it in my students as well. Those who go to Summer Bridge tend to take their college careers a little bit more seriously when they get to my class.
As far as remediation, it's not students' fault that they came from a underprivileged high school. So when they get to college, we have the chance to catch them up and empower them due to like how the high schools are. When they come here, they're going to be a little behind, which is no fault of theirs, but we should continue to try to push them and help them and not discourage them. You're going to bring their confidence level lower. They probably will be discouraged. I don't want to go to college anymore. So why would you want a generation of discouraged and uneducated individuals?
As an EOP student, it really helped me to garner the foundation and what I call learn the fundamentals of taking classes, studying for exams at the college level. I would not have been able to complete my college education had it not been for the EOP program. I mean, when they talk about Educational Opportunity Program, it really is providing opportunities for underserved communities or students who historically aren't at the college going rate, and I fit into that category in many different levels. Had it not been for EOP, I would not have learned the skill set, the study skills, and probably the consistency one needs to kind of manage the life of being a college student and learning how to really juggle and being successful. So I really do have to credit the California State University system for helping me become the working professional that I am today. I do believe that our fundamental goal at any institution of higher learning is that of access. So my first question would be, what type of impact would this new program or policy have on students' access to higher education? What we need to be asking the question is, how can we continue to make our students successful, and what type of resources do we need to provide so that they can get what they maybe did not get in the K through 12 process that may have put some of them in this category. I can say from my own experience that I was successful because I had great mentors. I was an EOP student. I wasn't ashamed that I had to go through the process of basic skills because it made me a better student, therefore it made me more of a successful person. But it was a process for me in the sense that I had many people who helped me along the way. I have to understand and realize in order for us to continue to help our students be successful, it's going to take the administration, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty coming together to help our students along that way, along that path of success.
If students have to attend mandatory early start remediation, that's money that they're not earning when they would have been working. So once again, the poorest kids end up losing more economic resources. But it gets worse because the proposals are that they pay extension fees, which are 50% higher fees than regular fees. So if we impose mandatory early start remediation, we're in effect imposing a surcharge on the darkest and poorest kids of all colors in California to come to Cal State. Why are we doing that? What we have to do is keep the mission of Cal State alive. If you're in the top third of your university, of your high school, you come to the university. The university then provides the trained and caring professionals to help the accidents of your high school, your economic and geographic circumstances get overcome. The data from the Chancellor's Office is clear. The Cal State students who have completed remediation here at Cal State go on to graduate at the same rate as non-remedial students. Remediation works because these are intelligent people who did deserve to be here. These students who are eligible for Cal State were promised by the state of California, if you do this, K through 12, we open the door to you. Now we have to help you negotiate that door once a year, just like a disabled student gets ramps or water faucets low enough to reach from a wheelchair. We don't say, you're too disabled, hey, bring your own water. Remedial students need the help to negotiate the door, but they deserve to walk in the door. And it's absolutely wrong to, one, say remedial students should all go to community college, or two, remedial students should have to put extra summer time, losing more income, paying higher fees than non-remedial students, because we are talking about poorer and darker students in the main. And someone needs to say that straight out because the data shows it's true.